Hello, welcome to this tutorial. Let's get in a short time all the most important features you need to start with HitFilm version 13 by FXHome. Do not forget to visit our YouTube channel and our website to get more free tutorials, news, and participate to our free giveaways. HitFilm is a professional video editing software for any purpose, a valid alternative for Adobe Premiere Pro CC and After Effects CC. You can edit media, add text and apply effects, transitions, and powerful layers with workspaces suitable for both beginners and expert users. HitFilm comes in two main versions. HitFilm Express is the free version of the product, including the most important features to make home video editing, whereas HitFilm Pro is the complete version, including loads of professional visual and audio effects and advanced video compatibility. In this video, we will see the free Express version. HitFilm opens on its home workspace, showing the latest official news and tricks from the internet. On the left, you find the list of all your projects made and several effects packs you can buy. On top, you can use the New and the Open buttons to start from a new project or an existing one you browse. If you start from a new project, you have to define its basic video properties by either choosing a ready template on top or setting a custom width, height, frames per second on frame rate, and audio sample rate. The new project opens on the Edit workspace, which is the place where you import and edit media to build your own video. You can always come back to Home by going to View and then to Home. First thing to do to start working is importing videos, images, and audio files by dragging and dropping these on the media panel on the left. Building the project collection. Then just move these into the main editor panel to edit these on the project timeline. The Edit workspace is made by other panels that you can close and then reopen by going to View and then to Panels. You can also use View workspaces to change the interface to use according to your skills and purpose. In this video, we will just use the default one presented. All the files imported inside the editor panel are placed in time as simple blocks contained inside rows called tracks. Video frames and images are placed on video tracks, showing thumbnails over a blue background. Audio files are collected inside audio tracks, showing audio waveforms over a green color. Video and audio tracks get separated by the central border that you can click and drag to move. You can also use your mouse wheel with the Control key down to zoom in and out, and the Alt key down to scroll in time. The viewer and the meters are used to preview the visual frames and the audio volume of the content editor where the white marker is placed in time. You can use the player to play back in real time or just click once on the timeline to place the marker and check a particular frame. You can also drag it to check frames sequentially with sound. In case visual events get overlapped, the ones placed on higher video tracks are shown in front of all other events inside lower tracks in order. On the left side of the editor, you have several tools to manage and work with the media objects inside the timeline. With the selection tool enabled, you can click and drag on the media events to move these in time through the same track or in another. Just make sure not to overlap these or part of their content gets cut. When moving video frames with audio, both of these are moved together, unless you make them independent by right-clicking on these and using Unlink. To cut, copy, and paste objects, just right-click on these. To undo any bad action, you can either use Ctrl and Z or go backwards with the History panel on the left. To remove any media event, just click on it to select it and use the Delete key. To adjust the duration of any event, just click and drag from its edges. In case of videos and audio, this operation can cut part of the original content if shortened. In this case, you can use the Rate Stretch tool to change the duration by changing the speed rate without cutting content. If you make the event shorter, this is played faster. You can also extend it more in time with a slower speed rate. You can use the slice tool to split events in independent pieces by clicking on these directly. The events on the timeline also include white envelope lines you can pull up and down to adjust the transparency level on visual content and volume on audio content. You can also hold down the Control key to add points and shape the curve in time. On the left, the Controls panels list several properties you can adjust on visual and audio events selected from the editor. On visual content, you can correct placement with position, size with scale, inclination with rotation, and transparency with opacity. On audio content, you can adjust the volume level. To check the result of these corrections, make sure to place the marker on the interested event or playback all directly. To adjust the visual properties, you can also use the selection tool on the viewer panel directly. Click and drag to move, use the arrows to move horizontally and vertically, and use the blue square to rotate. If you do not see any of these, make sure to place the marker on the selected event. You can also use the audio mixer panel to balance the volume coming from each audio track, including the overall project volume from the master track. You can adjust the volume level by using the decibel meter bar and adjust the left and right stereo channels with the panning bar at the bottom. HitFilm offers several special effects and transitions you can apply to videos, pictures, and audio files inside the effects panel. Browse for the interested effect and drag and drop it on the event to apply it. This will be added within the Controls panel below the event properties, where you can adjust the effect appearance while checking the preview or using the nodes on it. You can also enable and disable each effect by clicking on the square node. From the Effects panel, you can also apply visual and audio transitions, which are special effects used to introduce and end an event content. You can add one by dragging and dropping it on the extreme edges of an event. You can change its length and time to adjust its transition speed and set its properties by selecting it and using the Controls panel. Whereas to change the kind of transition, just drag another on it. To remove it, just select it and use the Delete key. With HitFilm, you can also apply great titles by using the text tool on the left side of the viewer panel. Click and drag on the preview to create the basic text contour and then type inside, adjusting all the text properties like font, style, and color from the text panel in the bottom left corner. You can also switch to the selection tool to move and rotate text. The piece of text created lasts as much as the text clip is inside the editor panel and can be edited just like the other standard clips. Just make sure to keep it above the other visual clips in order not to get text covered. HitFilm also includes solutions for complex projects such as the Composite Shots. These are collections of single or multiple objects grouped into layers, edited first, and then included inside the main project timeline as complex events. This is very useful to divide and simplify your project in multiple pieces to modify independently. We won't see these in this beginner tutorial. Now let's see how to save and export. To save and reopen your project with all its structure, effects, and options, go to File and then to Save As. HitFilm projects are saved as .hfp files. Whereas to export and upload your project outside HitFilm, you have to switch to Export Workspace by going to View and then to Export. This workspace lists all videos available, such as the main editor content and any composite shot created. Next to each, you can go to Export to add the current video to the queue at the bottom, ready to be exported. With In Out, you export the video by following the duration fixed for the project. With Contents, the video will last until the end of the last event placed on the timeline. Inside Output, set where to save the video, and on Preset, browse for the template to use to define the video properties, which include best settings for YouTube, GoPro, and socials. You can also build your own custom preset by going to New Preset on the right, setting file format, and then video size, frame rate, audio rate sample, and other advanced options. The saved preset will appear on the presets list on each video in queue. When you are ready, use Start Exporting at the bottom to start rendering. Thanks for watching this guide. Visit our channel to get more free tips and extras on other professional software.